You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than a dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack.
What's so funny?
Yeah.
And we are joined today by
Casey Cupcakes.
Shroud.
Jade.
Yay. We got a bunch of people in here today.
We got people.
Yay.
Alrighty. How's everybody doing today? Today is Thursday, May 12th, 2016 here in Shroud the Avatar. We've been off the air for a day or two due to a couple of odds and ends, dwarves and rain. Can't stand that stuff happens, but it happens.
Crickets. That's what it was. It was crickets.
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Where's
The funny part
squirrel?
is I was here for both shows. You just didn't realize it.
I'm sure you were, as were other people looking to find out why we weren't on the air. But see, the damn cable company, I told them where the problem was, been telling them where it was for 2 years. We are now rerouted through Apopka, Florida, thankfully. I hope somebody crashed right into that damn hub and took it out, and they've got to rebuild the whole darn thing. Well, Kush Lady, how you doing? Thank you. As well, Kush Lady finally found the follow button on Twitch TV and is one of our most recent followers. We appreciate it.
Yay.
That's
well,
right.
Thank you, Kush Lady.
She's up
hello,
there on
Blood
top of
Omen.
the stream. You know, the Kush Lady, as are actually the most recent. So thank you for that. Blood Omen, thanks for the shout out there today. Morning to you. Who else we got out there?
Carrie Death has decided to watch on Twitch as well.
Ah, good. She's here in the studio, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
Sure is.
Well, she's in the studio, she's in game. You don't really have to watch on Twitch. You just sit down and enjoy the show and be part of it with us.
She just needs to talk with us.
Now, we have
She wants it double.
Dox Ohm, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. He's been sitting there from Paxet, just calmly, quietly waiting for the show. So we're going to welcome him. And who's that who just showed up on top of him? Boy, all sorts of people just coming out today. Gotta love it. And of course, we're here. We're bringing you the news. What is that tagline, Jack? You say it so eloquently.
We interpret the news so you don't have to.
You don't have to. That's right. So,
Although Led Zepp was disappointed when I didn't interpret the news for him.
I don't know. Led Zepp's off pouting right now. Let's see if we can get him to come on in and go, come on now. Yeah, Stella's not here yet. Is looking forward to seeing her, of course. Stella and I have our usual introduction in-game every day. So whenever I see her in-game, whenever she sees me in-game, it's Stella, Les.
Yeah, we also have Seder Farin as well today.
Ah, well, welcome. So we got quite a bit on tap today. There's a few things to talk about, a lot to catch up over the last couple days.
Just a few stand-up corners that we may have missed.
No new patches. And it's funny, I was going to set in a joke out there on patches today, but I said, nah, we haven't really had any lately. It would have been funnier earlier on, but Duke Roundtable's tomorrow, that's right. The final Duke Roundtable is tomorrow. Of course, that's happening, I believe,
Should I go
in
crash
Austin.
it?
And then, of course, final day for registration for Hobloth. Final day is today for anybody out there who still has aspirations of making it to Hobloth 3 out in Austin as well. Final day for registration. I believe you have till midnight tonight to get those applications in.
Okay.
And your late fees? Blood Omen says he'll be there, Jack. Where is he going to be? Is he coming to...
Yeah, so he's coming to
going
Austin,
to
and
the
I need
Duke
to fix my
Roundtable.
audio for some reason. Yeah, some reason you're not coming through very loud on my stream, although I can hear you fine, so...
It's probably going out through the stream.
Let me figure that out.
Is if anybody can
No,
verify
it's someone
that.
watching my stream.
Ah, okay.
It's someone watching my stream. So I have to fix my stream, which is the first time in a very long time I've had this problem.
Never Jack's problem.
No, it's always Laz's
It's always Laz's problem.
Laz is always breaking shit.
It's always my fault. Always
Okay.
tinkering with shit. Ah, thank you very much for the follow. How do we pronounce that? Slegnor? Slegnor's following NBNN. He's letting the puppies loose up there on screen for everybody to enjoy. And that's right. If you want to follow us here on NBNN, go to Twitch TV. Twitch.tv/NBNN News and check us out over there. You can click on the like and follow button. And you too can be a follower and let the puppies loose out there on screen. We have all sorts of surprises out there for you, not just breastises, but mostly breastises.
Here, we'll just jack your volume up to 200%. See what that does.
There you go. That any
No,
better
that's not
for you?
That's not changing my stream audio for some odd reason.
I would check your OBS audio. Make sure your audio is cranked up over there. Maybe some slider got
I did.
knocked down over there. But of course, moving right along. If you can hear me. Test 1, 2, 3. Test.
Can you hear me
This is
now?
audio test.
Wait, I fixed it.
What was it?
It was Discord itself.
Ah,
It was
okay.
going through my headphones instead of my line one.
Ah, well, that would do
Don't
it.
ask me why.
That would do
Now
it.
I need to turn you back down.
Yeah, because now I'm blasting in your ear, right?
Yeah. No, well, you're already blasting through my ear. I was just, yeah.
Back
Okay,
Lav,
so-
how you doing today? Thanks for joining us. Good seeing you out there. Missed them all and we missed the last, unfortunately. Well, there is always hopes for another one, so all hope is not lost yet. But right now, as far as we know, this is we're lucky to be having this Hobloth, and I tell you what, Rustic Dragon has just already gone above and beyond the Call of Duty. But the invitations just blew me away, as they have been with everybody else. If y'all want to see them, hop out to Twitter, look up Rustic Dragon, and check out all the pictures that people have been posting. It's been fun, and the comments that people are talking about getting them. And
Or you just look at the stream, mine.
okay, you showing it up on screen? I guess I could actually pull up the picture.
Don't do it. It's a trick.
It's a trick. Don't grow up. Casey, how you doing, brother? What's going on in your world out there? How's the hand doing?
It still hurts, man. I'm still
bet.
one-handed, basically. I've had to watch my child for the past few days, so that's pretty fun, too.
Ah, yeah, keeping up with a kid with a broken hand is not easy. Yeah, I'm looking for the picture. I've got it here to show everybody here in just a second.
And Jack, if you want to come help me finish up some poles for Hobloth, I got about 60 pieces of bamboo that need to be finished.
Well, I still need to run by Home Depot for some wood.
Oh, is Jack going to be selling his wood?
Jack's getting wood.
Jack's going to be selling on Jack's junk? We gonna have vendors?
I
there?
really should. Yes, there will be vendors. They will be sitting there hiding inside of the different places. And remember that you use the in-game currency in order to buy beverages. So 1 beer is 1 penny.
Oh, interesting.
So, or 1 drink. The only request is you don't drink the stock that is there.
There's some private stock
That belongs to
available
Richard.
that's already there that belongs to,
Yeah.
yes, that people should leave alone. Yeah, I'm still looking for that. There it is.
And no, Justin, I almost did not say hometown. I would never talk about hometown.
Hometown.
And remember that if you can steal anything in game, you do need to drop it off inside of hometown for the decorators, so that way they don't have to steal it themselves.
Yes.
You could
Is,
steal
Don't
me.
well, no,
Yes,
it's,
if you steal Shroud, you must return.
it's
them for the
actually
show.
funny. I was talking to Stella last night, and Stella was actually packing up some boxes for hometown to be sent out to the different places that need to, have things still done. And for those folks who don't know it, yes, there is a very big, massive effort going on, always to rebuild hometown, and there is a list of items that they need. So if you want to help with that endeavor, go ahead and contact Justin. She'll be more than happy to give you a list of items she's looking for out there, and bring
It's
back
essentially anything that can be stolen.
is all the stealables. Well, there's got to be
Yeah.
a limit on how many they need. I mean, hometown's only so big. There's only one of everything.
She needs 50 kajil. She only needs 50 kajillion
Ears,
candelabras.
plates, candelabras,
She needs
scales.
737 plows.
Wow.
I guess, is she plowing Brittany
Yeah,
Fields?
what's she plowing?
Yeah, they're getting ready to plow Brittany
Yeah,
Fields.
she-
Ooh.
She is plowing Brittany Fields.
And I guess since I can't adventure with one hand anymore, I could possibly log in and sitting around in a house deco it for hometown.
That is until you realize that you need to hold the mouse and then hit a button on your keyboard in order to rotate it around. I know.
Fun.
I'm just crushing hopes and dreams right there.
Crushing his dreams real quickly over there.
And in order to drop that stuff off, there are public chests near the moon tower in hometown. So just look for the moon tower and drop everything off in those chests. So,
Okie dokie. Moving right along.
since we haven't been here all week, we've got these stand-up corners. They've already managed to get to page 37.
I see that. You got a new page out there. Now where did we didn't even did we do Mondays on Monday?
No, we did not do Mondays
we
on
were
Monday.
doing the Friday recap of Friday's newsletter, all that, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff here. We're gonna cover all these. You want to just do the highlights? How do you want to catch up? And of course, I don't
Well,
believe today's
I'll
is out
be
yet.
honest. I have yet to actually read any of them, so
Okay.
I can't do the highlights.
So we're gonna have to just blow through them one by one until
Yeah.
we get to
Yeah.
to yesterday's.
I can try to blow through it quickly.
No, is
Okay.
because
Take my time.
we may have comments and observations to make, or just stupid blatant jokes,
Okay.
whichever happens first.
Yep.
So what's
Okay, so
queue up on
making
Monday,
for
May 9th?
Yeah, we are making up for being absent for a couple of days. So this is the stand-up corner from May 9th. Over in the art department, we had Bob working on the lighthouse textures and air balloon variant and pet decorations. Kevin was working on work cleanup and female facial rigging. Hopefully there is no female facial hair making it into the game. Matt,
It's going to
yes, he was working on the he was skinning the female avatar. He was making sure that there was lots and lots of lotion available, and emotes, and waiting for bugs.
Bug.
Reed was working on collision and levels of details for lighthouse and stables in Dragon Entrance. Scotty doesn't actually show up on Mondays, so his name is blank.
Scott Jones.
Over in design, yes, that's Scotty.
I know.
Over in design, Brandon was working on regional merchants and crafting support, which is actually we need to talk about.
I know. We saw that post.
Regional,
we never got
regional
to talk about.
merchants.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And other
So
things
Dan
like
was
crafting.
Oh yeah. Dan was working in the Kiln Cistern and the Player Town locks. Finn was working on the art tech support and teleporter volumes and skills. Gina, or Fire Lotus, was working on community and customer service. Keith was working on control points and underground network and release 30 tasks. Armady was working on the Valhold Palace and Brittany Alleys. So in the Brittany back alleys, you can find Scroda selling his services for $1, where
Thank you,
get
Hollow.
everything you want.
Yeah, I like the
I
alleyways.
tell you, Brittany Fields hard as work. Or Steve is harder to work on Brittany Fields.
And Armady's working in the back alley. So
I tell you.
yeah,
Front door, back door.
Lum. I know. Any door you want.
Infinite
Just one
possibilities. I don't know which to
22
choose.
Acacia Avenue.
And my doorbell just rang.
You're killing
right
me,
back.
Smalls. You're killing me. What are you playing there, Scroda?
Phil Collins. Do you like it?
It's better than what you were killing our ears with the other day. I don't know what happened with that one song the other day, but it was
Where
off.
was it out of sync?
I don't know what it was. It was just off in my ear.
It's
Now,
not
where did
supposed to
Lady
do that.
Kaylee go? I just saw her wave, and she passed by while we were in the other screen there.
And FedEx is bringing something into the door
Ooh.
as soon as he gets back
Did you
to the
order a
door.
large load?
No, I did not order a large load. This was someone else did. So,
Let's have
where are
this
we at right now?
You were at, we were messing around with Brittany Fields, but you had yet to do
Okay. So Lum was doing crowd dialogue and companions, and Sorcerer Steve was plowing Brittany Fields.
That's right.
And then over in, yeah, I gotta go back.
Okay. Got a sign? Did we lose him? Just having all sorts of fun here today.
Hey Laz, you got time for a question?
Sure, shoot.
You may have already covered this, but I know you guys read the forums a lot. That I have a concern with the new engravings that you can put on regular harvesting tools. They eclipse the usefulness of prosperity tools. Has there been any talk about in the future being able to engrave prosperity tools?
I have not heard anything about that. I do know at this point that artisan tools and prosperity tools cannot be engraved. Most likely they probably will not be engraved. The advantage to these tools compared to the other tools is their non-breakability, which is what they seem to be focusing on. Now,
Okay.
we've heard concern about that. Real quick, Jack, which is not a question. Prosperity tools and engraving kits was something Jade asked about there real quick. And right now I haven't heard much about it. Right now we all know that the plain pick with an alchemist engraving on it is better than the whole set of $190 prosperity tools that many of us paid for. So there's a lot of animosity, as it may be, but again, those are unbreakable compared to the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is something that they have always stated, and this is not new information, that player-created resources are always going to be better than things that can be purchased off the add-on store.
Correct. Now, I
That
know
way it's not pay to.
is correct.
Yeah, and that gets away from the pay-to-win.
Now, I like the fact that the prosperities are unbreakable and I'll never have to use a repair kit or spend a dime to upgrade them. It depends on the game you want to play. Right now, I'll tell you the truth, I've put away my prosperity and artisan tools and I've gone for the one that gives me the quickest harvesting. What is it? Hold on, I got it in my pack.
I'm just wondering at the next release how many meltdowns we're going to see.
You're going to see a lot of them.
tools.
They're happening like crazy already. The pickaxe with true bronze engravings I have here gives me a +5 mining level, plus 50% mining gathering time bonus, +3 mining survey distance. And it's repairable up to a certain point. It will eventually break and it will have to be remade. This is one of those things that looks like it may actually break eventually. But I haven't tried actually repairing it. This is what I'm hearing in the early stages of it. But it is interesting to see.
I will say this: the tools that I've actually used in game, they tend to break down relatively quickly.
Yes, if you're just using the plain basic tool. Of course, that's before we had tool repair kits. So we have a whole new... Yeah, we have tool repair kits now. Did you not know that?
Yes.
Okay. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see.
No, I don't.
There are some people, if you know anything and you know how the crafting system works, using these tools is not going to be the most beneficial to getting your skills up. We know that using just a plain old regular tool to fail and help increase your mining rates and skills, whatever tool it may be, is actually beneficial at times to use just a plain old straight up vanilla pickaxe or harvesting tool compared to even the better ones, but it just depends on the game people want to play when it really comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, like early levels, using those starter tools is actually good for skill gains, but later on when you are close to GM or already GM, you will probably want to just harvest as fast as possible, which means you're going to use the best tool for the job.
Actually, you're actually wrong there. It's actually better to do with just a plain old pickaxe without using an artisan because you actually get better returns using the cheaper because you have more fails. So every time you fail, you still gain experience. It's actually beneficial to use at a certain point.
Yeah, but when the mining node's already 100%, it doesn't really matter.
True. But anyway, moving right along. Back to the task at hand. But thank you for the question, Jade.
Where were we?
We had just gotten past Brittany Fields, and you had to go run off again.
Okay, so over in tech, we had Eric working on companions and home navigation upgrades, Jason working on weekend server work, One and Only working on performance investigations, Burning Toad player town support, Tasselos gain access bugs and pledge accounting and reward delivery in security. Zach was working on crafting meeting and balance curve. Over in QA, we had James working on regression and Reese working on lack of sanity and stability testing and customer service and forums. Then we have Chris Dippy Bird working on performance and stability testing and build direction. Gorn working on the update of the avatar and add-on store updates and name color direction and business. Hutch bought some bugs and Novia upgrades. Lord British was working on travel and leads meeting. Rick Holtrop, or Kox, was working on the database exploration migration and refactoring and account services. And Darkstar was working on the update of the avatar and crafting direction and forums. That was Monday. Tuesday, Over in the art department, we had Bob working on pet furniture. Fletcher was working on helm polishing. I don't know how this is actually going to go
Polishing
straight into the
furniture?
gutter with polishing.
pet furniture. Yes, you heard that correct. As well as helm
I
polishing.
like how Jade tried to redirect that one.
I don't think she heard the second one or caught that one.
No,
Well.
I think Jade is trying to elevate our conversation.
Well, pet furniture. I mean, why do
Is
we
that
need
furniture
pet
for your
furniture?
pets?
Yeah, well, that,
Or
exactly.
No.
Furniture that is
Well,
a pet?
Will I be able to have my kitty tower?
I don't know. Am I going?
Or can I turn my pet into furniture?
I don't know.
Well,
No.
you know, there was a
You can always stuff your
conversation
pet.
out there, and I want to touch on that. Let's go ahead and knock Tuesday out, and then we're going to go touch on a couple things, and then we'll come
Okay.
back to Wednesday.
Yeah. So Matt was actually Kevin was working on. We got to go back up to Kevin. Kevin was working on the butterfly and dragonfly and guard NPCs. Matt was working on butterfly and dragonfly rigging. Reed was working on the collision and levels of details for the skull entrance and city walls. And Scotty was working in the artifice library. Dan was working on the kiln cistern and player town support. Finn was working on world builder support and
Cistern?
camera bugs and exit volumes.
Uh,
Yeah, you know what a cistern is, right?
I do. Very interesting.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Fire Lotus was working on community and customer service. Keith was working on player town balloons and lighthouse setup. Matey
R. Brittany Alice.
was working on Brittany's alley. He was working on the back door. Then Lum the Mad
Oh, wait.
was working on Valhold and you like that one, didn't you?
Oh, wait. Keep going.
Okay. Lum the Mad was working on Valhold NPCs and crowd dialogue direction and quest testing support. And Sorcerer Steve, after he was done plowing Brittany Fields, he went back into
Back.
Brittany's alley.
So Steve is working front and back.
Then over in the tech department, we had Eric, who was working on NPC home navigation. Jason was working on item logging and loot bugs.
Bug.
Wizard Smoke was working on the user interface and name color design support and merchants. One and Only was working on reticle bugs.
Rectical bug. Bug.
Tassilo is working on WordPress update and deploy and pledge accounting. Zach was working on item durability and unique items. Then over in QA, we had James working on bug and task regression testing.
Bug.
And we had Reese working on crash testing, insanity test, and customer service direction. Over in the production management and other group, we had Brecken being the awesomest wife ever to Chaox,
Brecken
working on
Holcomb.
prize shipping and
That's right.
working on prize shipping and love storyline and quest testing.
Couple new names in there.
Not really. Dippy Bird was working on performance and leads meetings and builds and bugs. Gorn was working on general business and leads meeting. Rustic Dragon was working on account services. Hutch was working in the leads meeting and Novia upgrades. Lord British was working on writing bugs and quest direction. Chaox was working on customer service support. And Database migrations and integrations and data refactoring. And Darkstar was working on the leads meeting and pledge direction and scheduling documentation.
Yay.
Yay. Now we're on to the next page
Now, I
for
want to.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I want to take a break before we hit Wednesday stand-up here, is because it's funny that we're seeing some of this other stuff we're talking about there and laughing about it. But did you see the post on Facebook from Scott yesterday?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think about that post? Of course, we had to share that, which was funny as anything.
Hold on. I need to bring it up.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it right now myself. I'm going to grab it because I got sidetracked. I should have loaded it up. ahead of time.
Now, are you going with the... So Rick Holtrop and I have collectively determined that we're
the
actually
one.
working?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to make sure that I'm looking at the right one.
That's the one. Let me put that up on screen over here, because I got to laugh out of this. And I'm curious now what it actually is that showed up in Jira. But, so Scott Jennings posted on Facebook yesterday. You want to read it for the folks, or shall I? You'll probably come out of your mouth a whole lot.
So Rick Holtrop... So Rick Holtrop and I have collectively determined that we're actually working on is an Ultima-styled game where you work at a game studio with noted game designer Richard Garriott and are frequently confronted with deep moral dilemmas based on his disturbing obsessions with cannibalism, child murder, and worse.
And worse. And I just died laughing when I read that. Because when you really think about it, the stuff that we talk about putting into this video game, we get a little banal at times, seriously. And, of course, for those people who have been fans of past Ultima games, the little children in the orphanage and killing little children and making meat pies and all sorts of other things.
You didn't have to kill the children.
I know, it was a moral dilemma, but people killed the children.
They were devils in disguise anyways.
And it's just funny to see that the way they perceive it in a comedic way. It's just funny as anything. Now, while we're taking a quick break here, I believe Jade has some news for us as well. Is Jade still listening with us there?
I am.
And
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can.
And we've, of course, missed you for a while. It's been a couple weeks since we've caught up with you and gotten some news coming from your side of the world over there.
Well, we had a Virtual League last night with a record number of fighters at 20, and the house was packed.
Very nice.
Tier 2 winner was Jacob Cannon. In fact, Jacob is resoundingly beat his way up to Tier 1. He'll have a hard time getting out of there anytime soon. And Amara John was our Tier 1 champion, but you all may know him by the name of Alexander John. He's just playing a female character this week. And we have... The entry fee is free. We have taken the prize, which for each tier is 50 scrolls of your choice, recall, or teleport. Used to be 100, but they're harder to come by these days. So that's what it is.
I've got them. I'll sell them to you cheap.
Cheap on the cheap, huh? Ooh, I might have to look you up. But anyway, it was a great turnout. It was a lot of fun.
Let's turn around and look at either of those vendors. And I can do better than those prices. Those are just the regular market price ones. So
cool.
I understand.
I may look you up.
I understand that Kendrick has officially retired from the Virtue League. He tells me,
just for this release, we don't know what Kendrick's going to do come along.
So he may actually come back and join back. During actual after final wipe is what we may see. No promises either way, I guess.
No, not yet. But I don't think he's ruled it out. He's focusing on this town and some other in-game issues as opposed to PvPing. He had a great one last season, and we hope he comes back soon.
Well, we know he knows how to do it, so I think it's better in his mind to work on other things and get ready for our final wipe and get prepared so that when we get there, we're ready to rock and roll. We all know that feeling. So we definitely all have been planning, and are still getting things ready. It's going to be fun. Which brings me to another quick note, but we'll do that after Wednesday's stand-up. Of course, we got Time is Running Out. We'll cover that for you all as well. But thank you for the update, Jade. Good to see you catching up with us. This is the Virtual League Season 2. Am I correct on that?
That's right. It's the second battle into Season 2 was last night, and yeah, it's going good. We're having fun.
Okay. Now, when we go to Final Wipe, are you going to start from season 1 all over again, or are you just going to continue rolling on the way you guys are, or have you not decided yet?
Oh, well, that's a very interesting question. But I would personally vote, if I were in a room of people talking about it, to go to season 3. The first season was a learning experience. We now actually have a rule book and a little bit of stuff that anybody can pick up as we learn and grow. But I'd go with season 3. What the heck?
Okay, sounds like a winner. We got Sater Farron out there saying, I brought the whole family to the EVL Virtue League last night. My children greatly enjoyed watching the death and carnage. Well, thank you, Sater. I'm sure you'll be happy to hear that.
Death and Carnage is family
It's
entertainment.
a family entertainment.
Now, if we had cannibalism, that would be even better.
That's absolutely funny. But good to hear. And moving right along, we do have, oh, look at that. We have our next stand-up corner we got to get covered here, and then we can cover a couple other topics before we move to wrap. So let's go ahead and knock this one out to get this out of the way, get us caught up on the week.
So this is the stand-up corner from yesterday, May 11th. Remember, today is the 12th. Over in the art department, we had Bob working on the Viking row homes. Fletcher was working on helm polishing some more. Kevin was working on... I know, that's a lot of helm polishing.
I think that helm polishing is your job, Jack.
Got anything to do with nut better?
Well,
Helm polishing?
I don't know.
Could
So
be.
Kevin was working on morph targets for the female art avatar. Matt was working in the butterfly and dragonfly rigging and skinning. Reed was working on collisions and levels of details for city walls and performance meeting. Scotty was working on the artifice torture area and the brown leather variation of fancy furniture set for crafting.
Very nice.
So, yeah, the brown leather variation of... I wonder if that's going to be skin, considering he's also working in the artifice torture area. Okay.
Make you go.
Over in design, we had Brandon working on... Over in design, Brandon was working on durability and weight mods for crafting regional merchant variations. Dan was working on the kiln cistern and perf meeting. Finn was working on the world builder support and compound interactives and camera logic and the perf meeting. Fire Lotus was working on community and customer service. Keith was working on Elad's Lighthouse and the perf meeting and the Brightbound Pass perks. Our matey was working the back alleys and the performance meeting. Lum the Mad was working in Norgard and the Valhold NPCs and trying to make them talk. And Sorcerer Steve was plowing Brittany Fields, followed by the performance meeting. Over in tech, we had Eric working NPC home navigation, Jason working on item logging, Wizard Smoke working on, I don't know what Koto merchants are. And bugs. One and Only was working on targeting improvements.
Much needed.
Burning Toad was working on pot changes without wipes. Yep. Tassel was working on the WordPress update and deploy and pledge accounting. Zach Shepard was working on re-enabled bonuses for critical success, durability and weight mods for crafting. And over in QA, we had James working on regression, Reese working on sanity regression and forums. Then the production management and other group, we had Chris working, I should say Dippy Bird working on performance and performance meeting for artists and level builders. Gorn working on general business and expiration planning. Rustic Dragon was back in the office playing around with the account services. Hutch was working on Novia upgrades and performance meeting. Lord British was playtesting the love story and new user experience. And Darkstar was working on the weekly update, expiration planning, add-on store bundle planning, and playtesting. And that is what our devs were working on yesterday.
Absolutely. Or the day before. This is what they're working on currently.
Yeah.
All sorts
That's what
of
they
stuff.
said they were doing yesterday.
That's what they said. Now, I also saw another comment from him about what he tells everybody he's doing in the stand-up, and he's been joking about that as well. Is that I'd take it out of context if I misquoted, so I'm going to leave it alone. But it was funny. It was funny.
Yep.
Basically ribbing them about the stand-up and just giving them a spoof, which we see all the time. People toss all sorts of interesting things into the stand-up, but a lot of interesting things we're
Boning sheep.
covering is yes, exactly. Of course, we're looking at these other outskirts of Brittany that we see them working on there. We understand there's going to be tons and tons of crafting changes as per Starlong. Stella! She made it.
Wait, Stella finally showed up?
She made it.
Yay.
She did. And all sorts of other goodies they're working on. These balloon teleporters are going to be interesting to see. But, of course, we're still got the problem, and I want to see how they're going to provide a solution or fix targeting, because targeting is terrible. Healing is terrible. Combat, terrible right now. And,
Yes.
I again, this is one of them things where it's been introduced, we had the outcry, and now everybody's just stopped, because there's nothing more to say. But there's nothing more that has been, we haven't seen a new patch yet, we haven't seen anything, and I'm gonna take the polite guess that we're gonna see quite a bit of changes to it in R30. Now, barring there's any major changes to what happens in R30, we'll of course reflect what the community's got to say about it when it doesn't get fixed the way it needs to be fixed. Now, Jade, I understand we still have issues with your books. And I just think that's a sorting issue myself, because eventually the books will show the proper name, just not right off the bat. Have you experienced that yet?
I have not. My books are working okay as far as I can tell. Tell me more.
Oh, well, like when I go over to my vendor, and we can do this and just go over to one of these vendors real quick right now. And look at this guy, if he's got any books on him. Let's see if he's got books. Yeah, and
You got to go with the nudie books.
It says books written by
bar.
Lazarus Long, and then slowly but surely it will come down, and if people who are watching on my screen, you'll notice that, slowly they're changing one by one to the proper title. So I don't know what takes this so long.
Oh, mine didn't display the proper title until after I moused over them.
Yeah. Me too.
Well, I'm mousing over them, and it's still taking, it takes time.
You go look at the nudie bar. Don't mouse over any of the books and see if they change their name. If you mouse over one of them...
Yeah, if I just put my mouse away and I sit here, eventually they will come down and they will feel like the other ones and change. At least they should. It just takes a couple minutes.
Because I only moused over the very first one, and so I only have the Book of Lazarus. I don't have any of the other books named.
Right. Well, again, on my screen it takes, and right now it's not doing anything. You're absolutely right. That's interesting.
So you mouse over it.
But again, I don't know if that's a bug, because I've moused over it and I can see it says make thousands of gold daily, but it just changed on my screen.
It's a bug.
Yeah, well, we know that. I was just
You can
addressing
go
that
ahead
to
and
Miss
fill out
Jade.
that bug. You can go do /bug.
Bug,
No, you.
bug.
Nope. Laz is the one that discovered it. He needs to do it. I can't do everything for him.
No, you just told him the details of it, though.
Yep.
Yeah, see,
But-
I didn't see it as a bug. I just said it's a
just
sorting
volunteered.
issue. It takes time. Anyway,
Bug.
we'll go ahead and report that anyway for the folks out there.
Well, I'm definitely going to go take a second look.
Yeah, just walk over to the vendors over there and you can see that. But moving right along, like I said, there's a lot of stuff coming out crafting-wise. Again, we're seeing these leather chairs and stuff that they're going to do with the craftables. I'm curious, again, what prompted the request in Jira from Richard that made these guys put that comment out there.
I really want to see it too.
Because all we did originally was just cover the actual original post. We didn't go down to the comments left over in that post as to what other things were said there, which are funny as all hell as well. But
yeah,
I'm just curious as to, again, what Richard has requested this time that has got these guys sitting there going, oh man, moral dilemma. What do we got to do this time? And of course, I'm sure we're going to love every minute of it.
I like moral dilemmas.
Huh?
Since Lord British finally playtested the love storyline, I wonder if he's going to tell them that they need to go back and add more to it, just because I found it to be lacking.
Well, I'm wondering if Lord British even finished the love storyline. I'm sure that while he understands what the love storyline is, he doesn't know. And that's one of the things I love finding out, is while he helps create this and guide this and direct how it's done, he's not there hands-on designing this day by day, so that when he's in game, he's experiencing a lot of this stuff for the first time himself. Yes. He's got to discover, unless he said, hey guys, give me a map and show me exactly what I need to do so I can run through it real quick. But that's usually not his style, as far as I understand.
No.
He wants to go, start, read, and he goes through step by step and actually plays from start to finish and what he's got to do it.
Hey, Les.
Yep. Yes, Jade?
Yes.
Okay, now in that public cache over there, go open it and look in it, and tell me if you see the titles.
Let me see, because usually there's never anything in this cache chest.
Well, someone's got this one open, so I can't look in it.
I got Soda Communications, Soda
Screw
Important
up.
Keys, and Soda Traveling.
Right. So the titles show up there. See, I haven't put
Yeah.
any on a vendor. That's why I haven't noticed.
Ah, okay, so maybe it's just a vendor. And I think, again, it's a sorting issue. Like I said, it didn't seem like a bug to me because eventually it shows up, but it just takes a while.
Bug.
Yeah, well, again, like I said, it didn't seem like a bug to me until you said put your mouse over it, because my first instinct is, what is this book? And I put my mouse over it, so it wouldn't have clicked otherwise. But, yeah, those show up, so interesting there. Oh, Rick's is hanging out over here with Para. What are those guys doing?
They're going to start PvPing real soon.
They're going to have a fight over there. Hey, you kids. No fighting over there.
Oh, wait. Someone challenged me the other day, and I almost won.
I don't know. So I got auto decline on. I don't mess with that stuff. I don't mess with that stuff.
I fought them.
Did you?
Almost
And you lost.
Killed them. Yeah, they were down. Yeah, we were both down to single digits in that. So it was like one hit away from one of us winning.
So could have gone either way had you gotten the lucky hit, is what you're saying.
Yep,
Oh,
that's correct.
all right, well, moving right along is, of course, it is Thursday here in Shroud of the Avatar, and of course that means we got some events on the calendar moving into the weekend here. We're going to go ahead and get those up on screen for everybody.
Okay, our calendar is provided by our friends over at Avatar Circle. It is currently managed by our friend Kazan Phoenix Fire, or Wrath Phoenix, on the message boards. It is also a Google Calendar, so it is open to the public. All times on the calendar are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world. We host the calendar on our website, nbnn.info. Just click on the calendar button. And today is Thursday, May 12th. Remember,
Thursday.
all times. Thursday.
Thursday.
Today, Thursday, we have at 2 o'clock on Avatars Radio, we have DJ Selly doing Faster and Louder. Then after that, we have at 4 o'clock, Golden Wing Okan with 5 o'clock somewhere on Avatars Radio because it's 5 o'clock on the East Coast. Then at 7 o'clock, if you're interested in some PvE, you can join the Phoenix Republic for their PvE nights. Just contact Kaizen Phoenix Fire or Malakis for more information on where they're going to be. That's going to be between 7 and 9 tonight. If you are interested in just listening to DJ Stryker on Avatars Radio, his show is between 8 and 10, and it is titled Lost in the Spaces. It is where he plays an eclectic flow of tunes. If PvP is your thing, you can join Pestilence in Finchfield on Novia, and make sure zone or message Pestilence, friend him, and teleport to him, and register between 8 and 8:50. The battles begin promptly at 9 and last for an hour. So remember, that is Pestilence's events, and the final event for tonight is going to be Apollox Evanhart taking over for the Temper Tantrum T-Days between 10 and midnight.
Sandy Locks Entertainment. These guys do a good job doing all sorts of entertainment and game out there for you. Pollux is another one of those entertainer types. Loves getting out there and showing off his stuff in the world. So go check him out.
Yep, don't forget, Sandy Locks Entertainment is the combination of Sand and Apollox Evanhart.
That's right. And those guys do one bang-up job.
Yep.
Don't mind giving those guys a shout-out any day of the week, talking about what they do. Because they're a couple crazy guys just like having fun and bringing entertainment to you just like we do. And that's the calendar for Thursday.
Thursday.
Now we got to start doing some Hump Day promotions. I think we need to get a good promotion for Hump Day.
We would have to have a show on Hump Day.
What's that?
We would have to have the show on Hump Day for
Well,
that to happen.
yes, I understand that. Like I said,
I know.
I
live in
can't-
Florida. It rains every day.
I can't help it that a multi-billion-dollar company won't listen to one of their customers when they tell them where the problem is for 2 years until they figure it out for themselves.
Yep.
I mean, that's just not my problem. You know, maybe they should hire me on, and you know, I can solve a lot of their problems for them. But yeah, that's not my job. You know, if they would have fixed it 2 years ago, they probably wouldn't be spending all the freaking money they're doing right now. But again, that's none of my business. I hope that station got destroyed. Whatever happened to it, I hope they got to replace it outright. Anyway,
And new hardware all around.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah,
awesome.
just get rid of the ancient stuff. Give me an upgrade, or just keep me routed where I'm routed now. I'll be happy with that. That's fine.
I need fiber all the way to my desktop.
Yes, well, that would be perfect. It would be just a direct fiber connection straight into the back of my machine would be optimal. I would appreciate that. I was actually offered 200 megabit yesterday by the cable company, of course, for a moderate fee. I says no, thank you.
Yep.
And so I says, what's the
See-
I says, what's the upload on that? And the rep is like, well, it's the 200. I says, no, that's not what I asked you. That's the download. I says, what's the upload? I don't know. Oh, do we have a request? Is it that time? I love the fact they don't
Well,
even...
if you've been paying attention to what Skirt has been playing,
I just caught it.
you would have known that it's dance time. Because you got to shake your little tush on the
That's
catwalk.
right, on the catwalk. There we go, Magic Mike on him. I still dig this.
I've still never seen Magic Mike, so I don't really know.
Oh, come on. You've seen all the trailers. Guys in a strip club taking it off.
You have to remember, where do I watch all my TV?
Yeah, I know.
I don't see a lot of trailers.
Well, yeah. I still manage to catch trailers, even though I do a lot of that myself. But meanwhile, moving on, as we do the catwalk walk, and we strut our stuff. That's right. Is we are not false advertising when we say cold beer and recipes and nudie bar. Yes, we will get nude on demand. Won't be the first time, won't be the last time.
Except I'm wearing a kilt.
We get requests to do this on the show. And of course, we love our listeners who send us these kind of crazy requests to get out there and show off what strange things we can actually do here with the game. We like to enjoy ourselves. But of course, we are running out of time, and that means it's time to say thank you to some of our sponsors out there. And we'll get them folks right up on the screen. And of course,
I like the short kilt.
Yeah, I put mine someplace and I haven't found it yet. It's supposed to change over to the short one, but I ain't got mine out of storage yet. I sent it out to get dry cleaned and they lost it. But meanwhile, I want to say thank you to our friend Ben over at Relics by Rills. RelicsByRill.com has got all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. You can go out there, you can get your t-shirts, you get your hats, you get your patches, you get your drinkware. You get your coinage, you get comic books. We got all sorts of great stuff out there. I said comic books, didn't I? Comic book?
Yeah. I had to remind you.
Yes. All sorts of great licensed Shroud Avatar swag out on RelicsByRill.com. Use the promo code NBNN. Get 10% off your order. Only with the promo code NBNN. Of course, Jacob White out at SodaMap.com. Jacob White, providing you all your travel needs. SodaMap.com. You'll never get lost in Shrouded Avatar if you use SodaMap. SodaMap is truth, says Lord British himself. Even the developers go to SodaMap when they need to find something out about their own lands. So go check them out. Use the search feature. It'll tell you right where you are. You can look up everything. You can look up skill trainers. You can look up merchants. You can check out the towns. So go out and check out SodaMap by Jacob White. Our good friends over at SodaCraft.com, SodaTaming.com. These guys have done all the hard work for you. If you want to learn about crafting, you want to learn about taming, go check these guys out. I'm a regular on SodaCraft because I refuse to pay $2.50 for a recipe in-game. So when I want to make something, I check out their websites. And of course, that's how I found out that a calico was a level 70 taming creature. Amazing but true. And
although,
last,
according to the chart,
least,
you have a 10% chance at 65.
Yes, you have a chance, but still,
but
it
it's
kills me.
10%, so level 70. Yeah.
Is cat wrangling is a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. And then, of course, last but not least, our friends over at Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendables.
Okay. Yep.
Go ahead and tell
That's right. Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. So that includes Scrota's music service, where you can pay Scrota $1 and he will show up to your event and play anything you want for an hour.
That's right.
Yay! If you plan on hosting an in-game wedding and you need a venue or a
you need an island for rent.
Officiant, then you can always go to our social services and you will see that there is Laz's Weddings and More. You know what? You can pay Laz, and he will be your officiant and provide the island getaway for you and your party.
That's right.
And
Need
he
tuxes
even
for a
provides-
party of 10? Need wedding dresses? Come see me. I've got them. I'll rent them to you cheap. That it?
So I got distracted. Justin texted me the plot of
A request?
your favorite movie. No, she texted me the plot.
Thanks,
It's a
Coach
super
Lady.
hot guy struggling with the decision to strip. Sad and sexy story. Wink.
Yes.
Just kidding. There's no real story. Just hot naked Channing Tatum.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So Shroud Marketplace is going to be the place to buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. If you want to register as a vendor, you just click on the vendor registration and you sign up, name your store, and you can go through and choose everything. So Yay.
Yay!
And
Alrighty,
there
folks.
was a question. You will laugh at this. There was a question on the official forums. Hey, what happened to that marketplace thing that was available where people could actually go buy expired, all kinds of stuff? And people listed a bunch of sites, and then that thread got deleted.
Yeah, of course. Is over moderation again. But we'll cover that on tomorrow's show because we got to get out of here. We are running really late today. Of course, I'd like to thank everybody out there for listening. Thank everybody for watching. We thank you for just joining us day in and day out. We do appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow with the Friday weekend wrap-up, bringing you all the weekend news here in Shroud Avatar. But till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
This is Scroda.
And Casey Cupcakes here and gone again. And we are NBNN. Jack, you want to take us out?
Yes, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for participating. We couldn't do this show without you guys, and we do it for you guys. So thank you everybody for participating. That includes everybody watching us on Twitch, watching us on YouTube, or listening to us on the radio. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, plowing Brittany Fields, and anything else we can think of. We'll be back tomorrow with the weekend wrap-up. Till then, stay tuned. And then we go plow Brittany Fields all by ourselves.
It's okay to play in the mud.
I don't know.
There's
about
really
that.
no problems with that.
Gets a little dirty. You dirty old man.
It's perfectly acceptable. It's all good. It's all good. So maybe I do like the backside. Clear.
Heard it from the